Hi, thanks for joining me again. I just want to take a minute to appreciate you for looking at these videos to see if you can find some things that might work for you. I know that when there's a lot happening in the world outside, it can make a lot happen in our inside. And finding things that are soothing is really helpful. Hopefully you found some of the other videos that I've made useful. I want you to have a variety of different things that work. Different things are going to work at different times for you. If you have a lot of energy up, getting really calm and quiet doesn't always feel right, doesn't always feel in alignment. But sometimes it's just helpful to have options. Actually, always it's helpful to have options. So here's another one for you. This is one where we enter into our system and we soothe our parts. Because if you watch the video on what might be going on inside of you, I demonstrate there how parts can get quite activated, especially if our nervous system is activated. So how do we calm our parts down? It's one of the questions that I get a lot. So what I'm going to do is a general guided visualization and give you one way. There are many ways to do this, but one way to soothe your parts. If anything that I do or say doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Don't do it. If you like it or you want to tweak it on the inside of you, go for it. So we're going to start by having you close your eyes. I'm going to close mine so that I can join you. So close your eyes and give your body permission to soften into the support of the chair or the bed or the couch, wherever you happen to be. And just actually take a minute to acknowledge that you are supported, that your body is supported. And if for any reason something doesn't feel comfortable, take the time to adjust your pillow or get a blanket so you can be warm. Take the time. You're worth it. So just notice that you have 10 toes. Notice the inside and the outside of all 10 of your toes. And then just notice your body. Notice your legs and your thighs. Notice your hips and up the front of your torso. Notice that you even have a front of your torso. Wrap your awareness around your ribs and notice the back of your torso. And then notice that you have 10 fingers and 2 hands. And then notice that you have 2 wrist joints and forearms, elbow joints and upper arms. Notice that you have shoulders and collarbones. And include in your awareness that you have a neck and a throat. Notice the back of your head. Notice that you have a back of your head. Notice the top of your head and the sides of your head. Notice your ears. Notice your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. Notice your eyes resting in their sockets. Notice your cheeks and your chin, your jaw and your mouth. And then allow the gentle touch of your awareness to seep down into the billions and billions of brain cells. Your whole body filled with your awareness. And now I want you to imagine that you are entering into a space where there are a lot of parts up. We're going to start off just by saying hi to them, and you can let my voice speak to them, or you can repeat my words or something even better that comes from you to your parts. And just notice if you have a lot of parts up, parts that are saying they're worried or they're scared, they're concerned, they're overwhelmed, they're sad, they're angry, they're irritated or frustrated. They're scared, they don't understand, they have questions and worries. Let's enter in and say hi. And we're going to start off by just saying hi, parts. It's so good to see you, and I do understand that you are here. I hear and see all of the stress, all the worry, all the concern that you have. And your call, it brought me here, and I am here. And so you are not alone. This is the first thing I want you to know. I'm right here, and you're not alone. Take a nice deep breath in and a long, slow exhale. Hi, parts. You know what I know is true right now is so many of you might be talking at the same time all at once. It's really hard to hear just one of you. And so I'm going to ask you, parts, I'm going to ask you if all together you can just settle a little bit. You can just quiet down a little bit, because I really, really want to hear you. I want to hear what's happening. And I also can't hear you all at once. It's like walking into a crowded room and having everybody talking too much. I can only hear one at a time. But don't worry, I have plenty of time for you. And I'm right here, and I know that you're afraid, and I know that you're worried, and I know parts of you are overwhelmed. And I'm right here, and you're not alone. I want you to know that it helps so much when, like a dimmer switch, you just lower the volume and intensity of what you want me to know, of what you want help with. If you just lower the intensity, and by the way, you do have the capacity to do that. You might not think you do, but you do. You have the capacity to lower the intensity with which you're trying to communicate with me. Easier, calmer, a little quieter, a little less intense. I'm not trying to get rid of you, so don't worry. I'm just trying to connect with you enough that you don't feel alone anymore. Because I know it's really hard to have so much happening and feel alone. And you're not alone. Because I am here. And I'm going to ask a little bit more. I know it feels nervous making to lower the intensity, because because you're wanting attention and connection and help. Or maybe you're wanting to give help to another part. I know you're here. It's really important for you to know that you actually do have a couple of superpowers. But one of them, the main one I'm going to focus on right here today, is that you can just lower the intensity a little bit. Easy and gentle, I'm right here with you. I'm going to ask you all to just maybe settle in to something comfortable. I have plenty of couches and beanbag chairs, hammocks and hanging swings, rocking chairs, blankets and pillows. I want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to go away. I want you to feel my sense of connection to you. I'm going to invite you to let that in, even though I know it might be scary. But I am here. And I do care. Thank you so much, those of you who have been brave enough, courageous enough to lower the intensity from maybe a 10 or a 9 on down to a 6 or a 5, maybe even a 3 or a 2, because I'm right here. And I can be patient while you lower the intensity and learn that I do not go away. I don't forget about you when you lower the intensity. In fact, it gives me more chance to connect with you. And that's what I want. Dear and precious parts, I want to connect with you. I enjoy connecting with you, even if you have burdens, because I know you are just trying to help. Thank you. I'm noticing some of you really softening. I'm not forgetting about you just because you soften. Taking your time. And then just check. Just check and see. See how your parts are doing. See how you're feeling toward all these parts. What comes up? You might be feeling calm to just be with them. Maybe you're feeling some compassion for some of them that you know are struggling. Maybe you're feeling curious. And what I want you to do is give them permission. Give them permission to notice how in this moment with you they're safe. How in this moment there's nothing they need to do and there's no particular way they need to be, and they have your attention. You're right here. Let them know you want them to feel safe. You want them to feel secure with you. And take some minutes to really appreciate all the ones that have settled. all the ones that are a little quieter. How many of them actually have your attention right now? Let's thank them for that. Thank them for taking the risk to notice. Notice that you're here with them. Let all your parts know that you're here and you're glad they're here. That you want so much for them to feel relief and be at ease. You can let all your parts know that you actually can find your way. Find your way to them. That you're aware that some of them are struggling. And it's so helpful when they settle. Maybe have to wait their turn a little bit. But it's helpful when they settle. Easy and gentle. Again, let's appreciate your parts. Notice how they are compared to just a little while ago when you arrived to say hi. And now, I want you to just see if you can send some warmth to these parts. Just like a gentle breeze. Very gentle. So they can feel it, this warmth coming toward them from you, going in all directions. No matter how many parts are here and how many chairs and couches and everything else that they're resting in, this warmth can find them. Just send that warmth to these parts. No words. No need to do anything other than just send some warmth. Notice how this is feeling. Notice if your parts are responding at all. They don't need to. There's no pressure here. But just notice. And you can take as long as you want to continue to do that. You can just pause this recording and come back to it when you feel complete. Or you can say to all of your parts, thank you so much. Thank you for turning down the intensity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me know that you need help. Thank you for doing the very best you know how to do to help keep our system going. And thank you for considering the possibility that maybe I can help, that I can help bring relief to you, that maybe you don't have to work so hard. Don't stop what you're doing. I appreciate you doing your job. And I just want you to know there's another way. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And know that as I begin to bring my awareness back to the room that I'm in, that doesn't mean I have to forget you or that I am leaving you behind. Know that I can be sharing my awareness and my warmth toward you, even if my eyes are open. So thank all your parts again. Take a nice deep breath in and then a long, slow exhale. Then you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can stretch or move in any way that's comfortable to you. And then you can come back here. Hi. I'm curious how that was for you. You don't need to let me know, but make a mental note inside of you. And know that you can settle your parts. I also want you to know that settling them isn't the same as telling them to shut up or go away. Hopefully you could feel that difference. And I also want you to know that it probably is important, if you have some parts that are really wanting help, that you sort out different ways to do that. There are many ways to tend to parts. But it's first important to just know they're there. Thanks for taking care of you. Thanks for tending to your parts. And may this day that you've done this, may this moment feel softer and gentler now that your parts are a little more settled. All right. Thanks so much. Take good care.